Hello my dear girls, I hope you are ready for the consistency video. We will start with the exercise to open, lift our deep front line and our superficial front line. So this exercise really going to benefit everybody who has any abdominal scar or any C-section scar, and the people who still struggles feels a little bit of the hump, because that hump indicates disbalance between front and back, and right now we will be affecting the front that we never affected like this. But little note, if you do have your period currently, if you have your period, you do this exercise next week. If you know that you have any inflammation in your stomach or any inflammation in your pelvis area, you also miss this exercise until the road is clear. What we're going to do, we're going to start looking for our pubic bone. So this is pubic bone. The image, this is my pubic bone. My hands will be going right on top of it, as deep as it can, as deep as they can. We will be taking inhale, exhale, relaxing the stomach. We will have our hands here. We will bend our body like this. By doing this, our hands will go even deeper. That's a goal. And then while we hold in our breath, while we fold it, we will give with, like, imagine this is a balloon with your organs. We will give with our hands a little lift. But of course, you're not going to be able to actually lift your stomach, but the idea is you go to the pubic bone, and then once you're on in here, you give it a little lift. Then while you're still holding your breath, be comfortable. If you can't hold as long as I can, you moderate the exercise how you can do it, right? So we have it like this. It will look like this. Inhale, exhale, full exhale, lower, have it here, a little lift from the hands, and then when we're gonna be growing back from this position, we will be growing back. Look with our chin, lifting our chin and chest bone. So this exercise has three components. First, you find the, let's do it, and then you will see. So find the pubic bone. Okay, relax your stomach. Understand that, okay, this is pubic bone, this is where my palm going. Inhale, full exhale, fold, lift, and then grow with the chin. Normal breathing for a second. You need to relax your belly, otherwise you will not be able to go deep. You might feel like a flush, you might feel of different feelings. This is exercise, and every week, once you're going to be repeating this exercise, you can feel more and more and go deeper more and more. But people who have that hump or the scar tissue, you can do this exercise every day, because this is osteopathy. So I'm gonna get in, and then I'm gonna give it a little lift. I'm gonna stay there for 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna grow with my chin up, like I'm trying to grow, like I'm trying to lengthen my throat, lengthen my deep front line. Let's start. Inhale, exhale. You don't let your hands go until you're fully in this position. Even when you grow in, your hands are still lengthening this line, still giving it. You can think lifting your internal organs, especially for women who had babies. A lot of things are here shifted. This is one of the exercises that helps this recovery. So please try to get this exercise. I know it's not easy to do, not easy to understand, but if you get it, Your front line, your jawline will be so happy. Inhale, exhale, and I'm gonna fold. And grow. 3-4 times. This is good enough. Now, we are working with our platysma today, a lot about platysma. And first, what I want to do is to check sleep by sleep. Platysma is muscle that muscle fibers goes like this, chick, 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 up to your jawline, chick, 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 chick. So now with 2 hands, you checking your platysma, any skin to be honest, has to feel like silk. So we will put the differentiation between silk and cotton. You know, silk is gliding, almost like it's hard to handle it because it's so glidey, and cotton is like a cotton. So you look, if your skin, right now we're working on aesthetics of the skin, that's why it's this the whole consistency video will be about a lot about how your skin of the neck looks. So we will work a little bit more superficial. Right now, currently, we're working with the nerves. So to work with the nerves, you can't be just on the skin. You need to be a little bit deeper, but not too deep, not fully in adipose tissue, just a little bit. So you checking, does this feels like it's stretching the same way as this? Does it feel silky, or somewhere it feels more tougher? And if you feel that, okay, this sleep for me feels tougher, I'm thinking of platysma, I'm gonna lift my chin and move my jaw. While my hands slowly move away from each other. Then I'm gonna check another sleep of platysma. Here I also feel, here I have a scar, so no wonder. So I'm gonna separate it, bring my chin up, and move it. Another sleep. So if you feel like it's all not silky, you can do this technique one by one. One, you move, you bring your chin slightly up, not like this, but slightly up, and you move. Then I want us to work with a bigger situation. So right now you check, you place your hand like this, one to another, and now you check a bigger sleeps. So right now we're not checking just one, we're checking the whole sleep. And if you feel that some of the sleep still feel too cottony, like for me it's here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower my hand, compress a little bit with this hand doing a pretension, and do this motion, like a cat motion. Like, you know, when the cat touches you, we will do a lot today's cat's motion. They are applying the pressure, but they're very light. They're not scratching you, and they're very, like, with their paws, they're very, like, this is the feeling you want, like this. Like a cat walking on you, with cat paws. I will be referring to the cat paws today a lot, because cat paws is probably the best explanation how to work with subcutaneous nerves. Subcutaneous nerves will reflect how your skin looks. Remember, you know, the muscle moves bone, nerve moves muscles, including the skin quality. Nerve also depends. Skin quality also depends on nerves. So here my cat, I'm compressing and I'm doing the cat. So light. And then I'm checking it again. Nice. Soften it up. Again, and I'm doing cat. Of course, this is pointless to do if you haven't done glow and if you didn't remove the tension from the deeper structures. That's not, it's advanced technique. It doesn't need to be more complicated as a technique doing. It's more like it won't work if the deeper structures are tensed. So we did this. Now, after the cat, we are going into our sternocleidomastoid, and I want you to look at the edge of the sternocleidomastoid. Look at the edge. So you are giving it a little bit of slack, like you're taking, this is your cleidomastoid. I want you to check the edge of it. So the cleidomastoid has front edge and the back. So first we address in front. How we're gonna do it? We're gonna give it a little slack of the tissue, like I'm giving a little slack of the tissue. And with my two fingers, I'm gonna go right along the edge and like imagine that there is a sticker, you know, like the sticker when you buy something and there is a sticker and you need to scratch that sticker. But if you do like this, it's not going to work. You need to do one by one. So imagine here is the sticker. So I am going to, please don't have any nails. You're gonna leave the marks. I'm gonna scratch it one by one. So one by one. And if I feel like there is some gummy parts, I'm gonna stay here. You can also like move your neck like this and you see that here I have less definition. So I'm gonna try to get more definition by giving it a little slack and yeah, and here I feel gummy part deeper. So I'm gonna scratch it, but I'm scratching it very nicely and I'm feeling my sternocleidomastoid. But you need to give it a slack, because if you're gonna go like this, you're not gonna go deep enough. If you give it a little slack, then you can go and check. Okay, we get in there. It's not only for definition purposes, it's also for differentiation and lymphatic, of course. Now I'm gonna go again, but I'm gonna give it a slack towards the back, and I'm gonna check the back edge. And again, but you see I have here scar, so maybe I will never ever have an edge here defined, because this is already so gummy. I cannot, you see how here I can go deep and see the edge deeper, and here that's it, this is my max, otherwise I will have to push, and we don't push here. But we'll see at the end of the tutorial how it works. Now I want you to place one hand here and elbow up, and one hand here, elbow down, and slowly, without moving your hands, you're gonna move your elbows. Lower elbow up, upper elbow down. So now you're moving them, and the hands pre-tense and they feel each other. You pre-tense and you just move the elbows. And vibrate towards your occipital bone like this. Relax. One more time. One elbow up, another one down. Don't mess up which one it is. And slowly pre-tense the tissue in between each other and lift with the elbow. The hands are not moving. And then once the elbow cannot lift anymore, you vibrate to your occipital bone. This is a magic exercise. You see, the eyebrow is even following because I'm working with the temporal bone. Now, together with this temporal bone, I want you to start ideas that you take that bone and you screw in the tissue in different directions, like this. So I'm taking this bone and doing this motion there, just like this. So first I'm taking my tissue towards this side, towards my face, then very strong hands. This is already not a cat. This is already like more like a lion. Now all of the tissue, I'm doing this motion. And I feel very stuck. I'm gonna continue doing good pressure. You will see what's happening with eyebrow by just moving this. Good. You see, right? You see, this I didn't even touch. It's just simply by leaving that temporal bone, that hairline together with temporal bone free. Good. We got this part. I want to do a whole side, and then for you to feel the difference even with this, just between the size. sides. Now I'm gonna give my trapezius a slack. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my trapezius and I'm gonna bring it this way. And with this hand, I am going to go and clean the edge oh, you see, this is how much better it looks. And clean the edge the same way. So this is your trapezius. Remember, this exercise is different. We are trying to go inside and clean like the bottom. Like imagine the bottom. You're trying to slide down on the edge and clean the bottom. And you can do it if you try here. No, this is not gonna let you go. But if you can play with hands, you can use this hand, for example. You give it a slack, and now my finger can actually dive deeper and scraping out, scraping out, scraping out, scraping out, scraping out, and here's just a little bit of this way, because here you can't really scrape, you just can go with send the tissue towards the back. Very good. Now there our trapezius exercise, but with a little bit of moderation. Your hand, when you place your hand like this, your hand, your fingers are get into the point of the erector spinae, lower trapezius, wherever you can get that bulk of the spinal muscles. And what? Your hands arrive and they're gonna dig this muscle down. Like it's not like you're gonna go low, right, to your feet. No, you're just gonna get into the tissue and you're gonna send it down. Try it. Get into the meat and just get in and give the intention down. Good. Now give your shoulder pow to stay not this way but stay more neutral. Then shoulder up towards the back, shoulder up towards the back, 45 degrees lower. Hand is still pulling the erector spinae down. Breathe. Breathe. Lower your hand. Keep your hand behind your back. And here what I want you to do is lower this hand intentionally. This hand is touching your this bone, your humerus bone, and your hand is lowering towards another shoulder. Breathe. Now, with your nose, touch the floor, like turn towards the floor. Wonderful. Girls that know that they have tilt of the neck. If you have a tilt of the neck, do this, the side that it's tilted, the side that it's short. All of these techniques will balance it. So pay attention. Pay attention to how both sides feels. Now, we go into the clavicular head of sternocleidomastoid. So this is one hand. And if I press into my hand, this is another hand. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower my shoulder and I'm gonna scrape from the bone. So I'm going into the bone and I'm scraping this edge from the bone. So basically I'm massaging the bone. Not too deep, could be sensational, guys, there is a nerves, but just sting the bone, and now scoop up, like you're trying to get in and lift. Try to get in and lift. First you relax the bone attachment, and now you're trying to lift. Lift. Very good. Super good. And now give yourself a second and check the difference between the sizes. Does this shoulder feel lighter? Does this skin, check the quality of the skin. Does this skin feels more silky than this? Let's start with, one more for the platysma. We taking a scissor motion from this corner of the platysma. We lifting it from the corner of our bone. We pressing it towards our face. So lift, press, And your head also pressing towards the back of the neck, and then go, 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 and here before the ear, do 10 circles. And drop again. Scissors, lift, press in, lift, 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 10 circles, and lift, press in, head make sure that it's not here, otherwise it's pointless, and 10 circles here. And again, I can do 2 hands if your fingers are small like mine. Up towards my head, lift, 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 10 circles. And slide down, slide down, slide down, eyebrows still higher, slide down, and let's do the same one on this neck. So checking, moving the jaw. So whenever we talk nerves, whenever we talk gliding superficial layers, we cannot make too much motion. That's why we're moving the jaw, because platysma is still here. So we're kind of giving the motion by moving the jaw. This is all it needs. And your fingers, of course, they need to feel each other. Like one cannot be here and another one here, and you're like, what are you doing? Now the bigger slips. You check the bigger slips, and I feel like here is very nice and here is not. I'm gonna place one hand here and here cat. No pressure. Cat has no pressure, only this soft feeling. Then I take another slip. It should be pleasurable. You should feel like, this is actually, I wish we would do just this and get a neck lift, but this is a part of our journey. But you will love the quality of the skin. Very good. Sternocleidomastoid. You see how this, my edge loosen up here? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a little bit of tissue, and I'm gonna work on the edge, scraping. Girls, I'm so proud of you. I'm seeing pictures that you send me, your before and afters. It's freaking crazy, freaking crazy. Of course, consistency routines are complicated, and give it always like at least once per week opportunity for the new ones. Sometimes when you do like after this, you should feel immediate result, but some of the techniques you get a little aftermath, and the real result comes within 2-3 days afterwards. So if you tried it once and it didn't work, try it again. But don't try it like right before, I don't know, having wedding. You know what I mean? Like not before going somewhere, because sometimes reconstruction has to happen with a little dust. Now, I'm trying to like... More, so I'm going in and I'm cleaning the edge. Oh, you see, this is more, I think, protruding. Good, with a little inflammation will go down, and this will look even better. See, this is looking better. But this is scar. Okay, yeah, look. Now the back. From the back, I give I give a slack of the tissue, and I'm working through the back. I'm I'm searching for the gummy parts. I'm searching for the parts where I cannot go as deep. Like I'm following, this is a muscle and I'm just following. Like here I can go just like this, and or like 1 centimeter away I can go deeper. So I'm gonna go back here and like clean this up. Most likely it will not like fully be dissolved, but you understand, it's gonna get better. One elbow up, another one elbow down. Move them and stretch, reposition yourself. One up, and now make sure that hands are pre-tensioning and do this. Great. And vibration towards temple bone. Again, elbow up, change, just elbows, your hands are not moving, and then they start moving to the occipital bone. Good shoulder workout. Occipital bone, temporal, occipital bone, all of them. Temporal is here, occiput is here. And now we're moving the tissue on the temporal. So this is the motion. I'm looking which way tissue doesn't want to go. Here it doesn't want to go both ways. Good for me. I'm very strong. Go, motion started. You just like you're trying to start the motion. Okay. Super good. And now the eyebrows looking more symmetrical. Very good. We did this. Now we're going into the trapezius. First, let's do the edge. Not only it's just pretty to have the edges, it's also important to understand that edges of the muscle can have a fibrosis with the nearby structures. And here, the nearby structures is your arteries and lymphatic that has to transform your liquid from the face. So we cannot afford any, even little fibrosis there. So that's why we're doing this. So I'm taking a fold, and I'm cleaning the edge of my trapezius. Taking the fold, getting inside and cleaning the edge. And realizing that on this side, it's not as easy than on another side. But it's all good. Exercise. Trapezius exercise. Send this tissue so the upper portion of trapezius doesn't get medullarized. Just send it this way on the edge and exercise. Shoulder, don't creep up. Make sure that your hands are in the lower trapezius. And you know how you can check if you're there? And it's okay if you're not there. This is like an additional point. But if you check there, if you bring your shoulder up towards the back and your hands are pulled that tissue, you should feel a reply in your upper trapezius. So shoulder up towards the back. Don't creep on me, but shoulder up, 45 degrees. Lower. Holding here. And dragging it down. Slowly relax, have your hand there. Make sure that you open in this bone and lower your head. Make sure that your rib cage is neutral, your lower back, all of this. Hope I don't need to tell you girls about this. Breathe. Nose down. And slowly lift your head. Make sure that there is no remaining tension anywhere here. And scissors. Scissors. Lift towards your face, like you're trying to squish it towards the face, you know, like we're trying to say, no, take it towards the face, and your chin towards the back of the neck, and 10 circles near the ear, like on top of the ear, on that facelift point. People who have jaws, doesn't like their jawline, this is your exercise. You can take it, relax your side of the neck and do this every day. Thank me later. But it is important to do our neck exercises. This is like a cherry on top. Super good. Just let's do a little sliding of any liquid that we might have open. Very good. Now I want you to find your ribs and find your breast, and imagine where is the middle of your breast, where is your nipple level, and then go right on that line on your ribs, and I want you to find that nasty spot. You will find in between the ribs on that level some really painful spot. Maybe not all of you, but majority of you will find. And I want you to more think about the left side. Find it. You will find it. It could be in between the rib, like here. I am on my ribs. I'm on my ribs. Here's my breast. I'm going down and I'm looking for this spot. Oh, and press on it. And people who had any rhomboid pain, just by pressing this pain trigger, might have a relief immediately. I also do it on the second side, of course, like in ancient books, they don't talk about this second side, but I always find it both similar effect. So nipple line right under the ribs, go. It's not gonna be on your legs. It's gonna be right under. First, like right under this. This is like what, your 7 rib, 8 rib, somewhere here. Massage. Just you take the hands and massage all of it. And now check your neck. Check your neck. You should feel release. You should feel release and immediate. Let's do clavicular head. So we go towards the first relaxing the bone here. So I'm going under. So this is my clavicular head. I'm gonna go and help it out from the bone and then scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Now we start in the face techniques. We start our face techniques with, of course, our temporalis. And the first what we can do, we will just stand on this bone, like find this bone, and have our hand on top of it. So this is a stretching, basically stretching, but this hand cannot stretch because it's already standing. Just like this, pretend stretch and open your jaw 3 times. And now this hand starts vibrating while this standing on the bone. Just like this. Now this hand starts motion towards, so like this, like more pairing motion, and you blink. And your finger is standing right at the corner of your brow. Right at the parallel of the brow. 2 hands together next to your tilt and slightly nice opening. Tilt, slightly nice opening. Tilt, slightly nice opening. Now remember how here we were like making moves? So now I want you to make the same moves but on top of your ear. So line, eye level. Again, scraping, scraping, scraping. Scraping here, scraping. Okay, open the jaw too. While you scrape here. Scrape. Scrape somewhere on this line. Great. Super good. The same on this. So first you stand and you stretch, open the jaw. Now the same with more vibration and blinking. but make sure that, you see, when I start blinking, I didn't feel anything, so I had to move my hands closer. So I'm standing still on my zygomatic arch, but my eye muscle also involved here. Like I feel when I blink, I feel something here. So I'm blinking. This is also good for depuffing the eyes. Two hands. Tilt, nice swap. Tilt, nice swap. Tilt and nice swap. Tilt, nice swap. Scraping, so scraping the level, open the jaw. Scrape, like you mean it. Now this scrape, so this is the level of the scrape. Now change, so from here, now start scraping right towards the middle of your forehead. Oh, for forehead, this is your head. Towards the middle of your head. You found the middle of the head and start massaging this point. Once you start massaging this point, pull this point down, like almost pulling on your forehead, and somewhere on your forehead, lift the tissue towards it. But when you lift the tissue, make sure that something like this is not happening. This is a very slight osteopathic technique. So place your fingers the same line. These fingers pulling the tissue down. This is towards it without making folds. Wait, relax your shoulders. And change the hands. So this hand goes up and pull the tissue down. This is relaxing your middle of the, I don't know how to say, middle of the suture, brain, everything. Gives you amazing lift, and this is one of the missing pieces for 11s. I feel like when people start do more osteopathy, they see even more 11s relaxation, because the whole line of this is relaxed. Very good. Now pause. Remember that cat, and here I want you to do this motion, but hands are relaxed. The motion is happening because you move your shoulders. The hands is like this, no motion in the hands. And cat your forehead. Guess what? For nice forehead, for cutaneous nerve relaxation, but make sure that there is nothing. This is different from what we did like this, or from when we, this is relaxed. Motion starts from the shoulders. These techniques are really relaxing your brain. Like if I'm gonna be a little bit slow now, forgive me. Continue. Shoulders, relax your hands. Very good. Now take your fingers, and here I want you to vibrate, but vibrate again, not like your fingers are vibrating, the whole hand is vibrating. The vibration happens from your palm. So your fingers are here, the big thumbs are here, and you vibrate, the vibration goes into the eyes. But the fingers are not doing anything, like they're not pulling any tissue. It's just a vibration of the fingers in the corner, in the outer upper corner of the eyes. And your big thumbs are here, opening that, giving this venous part. Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate. And now nicely lift this from this bone up to your eyebrow. And up to your eyebrow. Up to your eyebrow. Up to your eyebrow. up to your eyebrow, up to your eyebrow. Now, one finger on, lightly touch, light, on your eye, and this finger is slightly feather touch your eyelids, your under the eyebrow and eye, barely touching. Feather sweep, girls. Other one, yeah. You see how less depuffed, like how easy to depuff this. And now this, let's depuff this guy. Here I can feel that I like more liquid in here. So I'm gonna be even lighter. Good. Very good. And another vibration. Like a Superman, right? But right here, vibrate. And relax. Might have some watery feeling like I do right now. But this is amazing. Now, 2 hands here. Have the tissue here and this lengthening, 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 dragging up to the eyebrows. If you have here a deep line, I will show you an amazing technique for it. Imagine I had a deep line. Where I have a line? I have a little line here. So imagine my line here would be here. So what I do for this line, I give it a little slack. I give it slack. So I give it slack. Of course, it's super tiny one. But then I give it, I don't know, this line. I give it a little slack, and then I'm very nicely filling up the gap of the tissue. So I'm giving it a little slack and trying to fill up this tissue, basically make this, the wrinkle is the tissues that went like this. So I'm trying to even it up. So I'm giving it slack and like filling it up, like filling. So I'm gonna give it and feel this little line, very light touch. This is a skin. We already should relax the deeper, we know how to relax deeper muscles, we know how to work with fascia there, we know, but the skin also needs a feeling, and by stimulating your mechanical receptors like this of the skin will get more regeneration. Oh, like it's amazing. So I'm giving it a little slack and I'm feeling the gap super light. If I would have here a line, I would give it, like for example, I would give it slack and I would be filling up the line like this. And I will be looking for the improvement immediate. Like it has to maybe not fully disappear, but it has to improve significantly. Now we're taking our hand like this and the hand like this and saying "oh" and stretching this muscle. "Oh", stretch this muscle. "Oh", stretch this muscle. Now lift the tissue from the nose like this and turn your head opposite way, so your tissue is going that way and nose going this way. And to the middle and then opposite. Feel which side is going harder. For me it's this way, so I'm gonna go again there. Then I'm gonna take here the tissue, so I started here, now here. People who know that their nose looking at one side, pay attention. Most likely the side that your nose looking away from, that will be a harder side to move. Super little motion. I hold my tissue, And I move my nose. People who knows that the tip of the nose looking to another side. Also pay attention to the corner of the nose. Now the side that your nose looking at will be more tight, so you will need to do this. And especially on the side where it's more short. Okay? It will be more tensed, more short, but let's do a little drain. Very good. Now, very superficial, if you can see, masseter is not a part of this tutorial because we did a lot of temporalis, but I still want to do a little bit masseter organization fat here. So take a fold and roll this fold on the masseter down. Step, 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 make sure that the fold is nice. And another one. Not the cheek, just the masseter, right? Now we do the lips like this. And working with a red line. Let's do pinching. Let's do sweeping differently. Pinch. You are ready for pinching. Ouch, 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 ouch. More. Now, have your hand not in a corner, but somewhere in the middle. You're gonna have your hand, tilt your head towards this side, and press your tongue here and lift the corner of your lip. Without doing something too much of the lips. If your lips getting involved too much, don't do the part of the tongue, but hopefully you can without interacting with your lips. And lift. So one hand here holding, another one gonna be lifting, while you have your tongue already lifting the corner of your lip. Super deep. Now you will feel how tough is the muscle, like you can't really stretch it. It's like so tight. But look at the result. Let's do it here. Like a lot of power. When you feel, it's like it's so elastic, it's so short. Especially girls who have already some line here, like a jawline. You will find this muscle being so small here that you need to really understand that this motion is very different from just skin. You need to go deep, and you will feel that skin, and there is inside is very tough structure. That structure, that structure you need to relax. Relax the lips. Don't do like this. Very good. Wow. One of the most powerful exercises for the depressor, but might leave a little redness. It's okay. And we are finished. I hope you all love how your lips look, how your corners of the lip looks, the jawline. Go and check. You did a great job, and I hope you will love this consistency video as much as I do.